Fear the evil, black writings on the wall. Unleashed a million faces, and one by one they fall. Black-hearted evil, brave-hearted hero. I am all I am, all I am. I am. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Go ahead and try to see through me. Do it if you dare. Dare. One step forward, two steps back. I'm here. Do it. Do it. This is your fault. If I destroyed Eggman Windmill Village, none of this would be happening.
Some creep called Starlin made him evil again. Nobody could have seen that coming.
Excuses.
No, I'm dealing with it too. I'm infected, see? Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, that fucking line fucking pisses me off. It's what you deserve. Fuck you!
I heard you fucking slam something.
That was my water bottle. I fucking chucked it across my room. Oh, they're biting. Okay. They're into that stuff.
Biting? I can taste the day! Save the night, save the night.
I'll be the one to carry by.
Do you dare to fight? Evil's might, evil's might.
I'll be the last one standing in the My eyes are filled with curiosity.
You think
that you have power over me in this life? There's no room for you and me. So turn away or face this day with me. With me. Face the day with me. Oh! There we go. Oh! Oh shit, we pulled up Mike Tyson! We pulled up Mike Tyson, she bit his ear off! I put my... Take that! I bit the ear! Did you see his body fucking fly? Just, Oh, hello. That's a big ass rat. Holy shit. Did you see how big that rat was? Oh my goodness. Got a splinter from the Ninja Turtles going on here.
So it's Best Actor.
Best Actor? Okay. Who are our nominees?
Okay, Best Actor. We got Brendan Fraser.
Come on!
Bill Nye, Colin Farrell, and Paul Mescal. One guy. Come on, Brendan.
Come on!
And Austin Butler.
Oh,
Yeah,
Austin Butler too. They're all pretty good choices. What route are we doing? We pretty much did all the main routes. So right now we're just trying to fill up all the squares. And then we're going to fill up all those circles. So right now we're doing 2 neutral missions. And then the third mission we're going to do evil. To get that last square. Brendan Fraser won, Chelsea!
Wow.
No?
Wait. Let me
confirm.
Because I think I'm a bit like
Behind
from Chelsea.
Okay.
But wait, let me just make sure.
Oh my gosh. Not yet. Damn it, Chelsea! Don't get my hopes up like that. Chelsea, I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Chelsea, please. Don't get my hopes up like that. I was like, I was so, oh my gosh, I was ready to like jump out of my seat. I was like, oh.
And the Oscar goes to
Come on, come on.
Brendan Fraser.
Yes! Yeah!
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy for my man. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. Fucking W, let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go! He needs that W! Oh, yes! Oh. Oh my gosh, we gotta shoot down the helicopter now? Are you shitting me? Oh my god! This is... Holy shit!
This is insane.
What the hell? Hold on. Should I push her or should I pull her back? Push her.
Yeah, you should push her. I mean, that kills her, but yeah.
What? 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 No!
But it's okay for him to just break my stuff.
Of course not.
Wow, Meredith, you're
learned his
looking
lesson
actually
now.
okay. You don't have brain cancer.
You gave me this for my birthday. I mean, you should be pissed off too.
Oh, never mind.
That was wrong, but you don't just go punching every person who makes you mad.
That's the best fucking timing!
3 grades above you. I mean, that kid practically
Volker, make sure that your statements are not so embarrassingly carelessly worded next time. What? What? You're so disrespectful. Amazing. All delinquent types like this, even the way you dress so... Oh, flip-flop disregard for authority. Sweater fest, disgraceful... Delinquent? I'm on the student council! Motherfucker, I'm on the student... Motherfucker, I'm on the student council! You think that fucking... You think... Oh, look, what about you, huh? We got a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Oh, look at me. I got a fucking Hawaiian shirt. How professional. I got a big fucking katana carrying around, swinging around. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! You call that professional, motherfucker? You call yourself a businessman? Look at you, fucking dressed up all casual like that bitch-ass motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't you get a fucking haircut? Shave that fucking beard of yours, you bitch-ass. Get some glasses for crying out loud. Oh, look at me. I'm Jagoro. I'm like a JoJo character. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Yeah! A hand pounds on my back hard a couple times, severely winding me. I couldn't care less about the culprit as I focused my thoughts on my chest in near automatic reaction. My hand instinctively tightens on my breast, and I start going through the steps I rehearse in my mind every other day. Breathe. In and out. For a measure of relief, I can slowly feel my chest becoming less tense. By the time I look up, my face is covered in sweat from the experience. No! No! Not only did he cause a heart attack, but it's also... No! Well, you see,
Man, that impression of Shia LaBeouf in college is fantastic.
Oh god, you know what I gotta look up now real quick? His fucking freak out in Dark of the Moon. You know what I'm talking, you know when he's in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, that guy's just... Look at this guy, he's just... he's just hanging there! Look at this! This guy's just hanging here!
It can allow them to stay on the map, but these are dumb as shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit, that guy was just fucking hanging there. Come on!
As every he punches in the boss's head. Family, 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 family.
That's right. Yeah, come on, bitch. The power of family. Yes, yes. Come on, power of family. Okay, there we go. Come on, come on. That's it. That's it. Power of family, baby. Okay, how do I do this? Hiya! Oh, her frontal lobe. Oh,
Oh wow, it's Grand Theft Auto 5 in here. Like,
oh, eat it!
Is Spider-Man 2 gonna have free-form switching characters?
Yeah, there we go! Just a quick reminder that I do have stream elements. There's a $50 monthly goal. You can tip, donate, etc., whatever you want to call it. You do not have to if you don't want to. The Renaissance?
I like the
Well,
Dutch.
okay, so it's a transitionary period.
Why
I
is,
know, but
why is
I'm
it
just
weird?
saying. The Dutch
Transitionary
could
periods.
But, like-
the Dutch could afford to create a colonial empire while fighting an 80 on and off an 80-year-long war with the Spanish.
Did they win?
Yes.
Huh. Ha! Let's go, Dutch people. Way to go!
And then,
Don't say that.
What do you mean don't say that?
yeah, they're Calvinists.
No. No. I'm talking about.
Oh, but you said you were...
They're-
Ninja, you said you were
No,
Dutch,
no.
though. You said
Yes, my family line is Dutch, but here's the thing.
Well, what do you got against your family lineage? What's wrong with the Dutch?
They were one of the worst offenders of colonialism.
Yeah, they did some.
Okay.
They were awful. They were awful. They were not like the British Empire, which
What?
is like,
is it,
less-
or they like, you know, like like all the people that people claim Columbus was, but then it turns out, oh, they are the whatever, or whatever people say Columbus was.
Yes.
Oh.
They were
made a desert and called it a colonial trading post.
Huh.
Because so here's the thing about the Dutch because
Okay.
their main export was not like sugar. They were more valuable spices in Southeast Asia,
Spice
right?
melange.
They first fought against the Portuguese for that empire and managed to corner that market. And then
Alright.
they heavily abused the populace hard.
Like slave labor?
I think so. I'm not sure about slave labor.
Okay.
But in terms of colonial, whether that like the colonial nation, colonizing the other nations, that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
they were one of the worst.
Oh.
They were the one that kind of wouldn't mind sucking those lands dry,
Ah. I see.
as long as they keep their spices. Like, as opposed to, like, at least with like
The
Great
spice
Britain,
melange. Yeah.
they care about their empire too much.
Ah. Okay. The spice melange. That's what they were after. Dune was real this whole
Yeah,
time.
they were all about the spice must flow.
And the spice must flow. Starry, we can stay young
Along-
forever. Oh, hi, Chelsea.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, so
Yes, Chelsea.
yes,
There are four
the
topics.
Dutch is of course. The Dutch is
Uh-huh.
much like history people and history nations. Awful.
Well, you know what they say. History shows again and again the folly and the nature of man.
So, by the way,
Go,
Chingus,
go, Godzilla. Yeah, there we go!
So, Chingus,
Yeah?
I was about to mention, do you know there's a Gundam with a chest burster inside his chest?
What? There's an alien Gundam?
I'm not surprised. Look,
Ha!
Changus, there's a mobile suit for everything.
Wait, hold on, I have to ask. Is this build fighters or divers?
Build fighters.
Which one?
Try.
Try. Ha! That's
And he
amazing.
got Gundam hands too.
Wait, is this like a variant of like a dark Gundam?
I don't know. It just got Gundam.
Huh.
Yeah, I love it that his chest opened up and there's like a mini Gundam inside it that pops out.
Wait, how do you? Okay, okay. Real talk though. If this was like an actual like an actual Gunpla, well, it isn't. It is an actual gun, but like, if they made it like actually work like it is in the show, how do you fit a miniature, like humanoid like puppet inside the torso and make it pop out? How does that work?
Changus,
I don't
roll with it.
I don't understand. I don't understand. No, it's not. Pulaski particles. There we go. I know my build fighter terms. It right? Am I right?
Yeah, I call them flim flam particles.
Flim flam particles. That's what you call it.
Yeah, because
Look, they're BS particles. They're the BS MacGuffin particles.
Yeah, well, so is Minovsky.
Yes, I know. It's like, yes, the BS particles. Is just a thing that is like, okay, just don't think about it.
They do cool shit. They're the magic.
Like
They're magic. You know, they may have rules, but don't ask where it comes from.
Like, the reason Minovsky particles exist is so that you can have mobile suits, you can have battleships act like space battleships like from World War II, and mobile suits fight like they're in World War II, and not like modern aircraft where they shoot missiles at ridiculous long ranges and blow each other up that way.
Boo.
Yes. It like most things, when they have like a particles or something, is really just like an in-world excuse so that we can fight in this specific way.
Based. Honestly, you know, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I think I honestly prefer if they don't even just have an in real life explanation. They just do it just cause. There's no particles, they just fight like that because it's cool. There's no real explanation for it. Why does the mobile suit have to get up close? And with the little laser sword? It's cool looking.
One problem.
What?
You're really it's the equivalent of saying, why do airplane combat games why are they ignoring using their missiles and bombs and just only use guns run?
I mean, it makes
in this universe.
It makes for cinematic It makes for cinematic fights. It looks cool. I don't know.
But it's not. Like, that's where real cool has its limits. Like, there was actually with no explanation to end that, like, at least, like, say, okay, for the people who...
I was trying to talk and I thought...
Oh, you were trying to...
I was trying to talk and I thought you guys were just interrupting me.
Well, no,
no, you were muted.
Exactly.
No, I'm not talking about aircraft though, okay? Like, okay, Ninjato, like, if you want to
be... No, but it's the same principle. It's
well,
the
I mean,
same
Ninjato, like, if you want to be
principle.
realistic, then mobile suits shouldn't even exist in the fucking first place.
No, but
not that. Well, it's space. As for a spatial side, you can really build your starships however you want. So, you know, mobile suits are not out of the question.
Right,
Sorry.
But the thing is that it's to help the people. It's help to get like an inner world, like people who go and watch something, right?
Okay.
It's just those one little things that helps make to help people immerse in the world a bit better, because otherwise they would be thinking about, okay, in this world, what it would make no sense. Somebody would have developed a technology to make modern day rockets, the equivalent of modern day airplane rockets. You can't just say just because it's cool as your excuse. You'd say it's cool because the world is built this way, and you have to show that the world is built this way. That's why you make up Minovsky protocols to help facilitate that.
Fun fact. Originally, most of the guns were completely set in space to avoid the whole, gravity question.
All right, well, I mean, like, look, if you want to be realistic, then, like, okay, let's use your plane example. Why is it in Top Gun? Why is it in Top Gun? Fucking Tom Cruise can fly in an F-14 and go against, like, 5th generation fighters. That's not fucking possible. Tom Cruise should have just fucking died.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well,
Scale the pilot.
well, they like they,
you have to emphasize the skill of the pilot skill like it's because here's the thing, main characters are usually stories are made about main characters, and main characters are usually the exception. So like okay, so realistically, even if you're a top fighter pilot, right? They would be defeated by a person with equal skill level, or maybe even less so, using a more advanced fighter. But Tom Cruise, the main character, and you're supposed to build him up to be a badass, and he's badass enough to use inferior equipment and taking out guys with way superior equipment. That's the setup. It's a difference between having like this character is so awesome that he, even with a handicap, he will defeat enemies too. We are making an entire setting where we have space combat and mechs fighting each other, but we're not going to give an explanation of why the ships and mechs are used this specific way.
why does Mazinger have
No
to
safety net.
Why does Mazinger have to use rocket fist? Why can't he just have a gun?
Well, because with mechs, it's actually more efficient to use a rocket fist than a gun. But if we're gonna be with mech, yes. Look, if we're gonna do mech designs, like what's the most realistic mech designs? BattleTech is gonna.
I'm not talking about realistic mech. I'm just saying, like sometimes some things doesn't really need to be explained.
But BattleTech's only realistic for ground combat. For space combat, anything goes. Remember?
Well,
space combat, it's normal.
Look. All I'm saying is sometimes I don't know. At least to me, some things don't really have to be fully explained. Such complete detail. Okay, guys, we need to explain in super scientific, realistic detail. How is it possible that Godzilla can walk on land?
Wait. Hey. Can we get an explanation for why you two guys are in a really dumb argument for this long?
I don't know. I don't know.
Look, it's because Shingus wants to be.
No, it's both of you.
Look,
it's both of you. Let's move on.
The whole
This is getting annoying.
The whole thing started because I was just simply musing the fact.
That was rhetorical, Changus.
Oh well. Fuck you.
I was saying this conversation is kind of dumb, and we can move on.
Let's talk about giant losers.
Well, I like this dumb conversation, though. Well, look, I like this dumb conversation, okay? I like having dumb conversations. I like dumb conversations, alright? Like, look, the point is, I don't really care that much about, like, trying to explain super realistic. It was this whole thing started because I'm
not saying super realistic. You were bringing up super realistic. I was just explaining is that you need to have at least some level of explanation, a simple explanation, to make it so that the way your visuals, right, of where you want to present the combat to be feasible. I'm not saying to make it more realistic, because if you were going to make it a more realistic, you would have to say, like, it's a metal, like the mechs are, and by the way, Gundam does do this, where they have, like, it's a mythical metal ally that allows these certain properties. Like, they make up Gundanium for that purpose. So they already addressed that. I'm just saying, like, you still need to add some things so that people don't think about it too much.
You guys want to see a good video?
Yeah.
What video? Alec Baldwin. I think this one's loaded.
Carefully, it's a gun!
It's a gun! Run! Want to find out? Man, that line didn't age well. That didn't age well.
Oh.
There's a lot of lines with Alec Baldwin that didn't age well. Like in Jack Ryan just has, remember, be careful where you shoot. It's like, yeah, remember, Alec, be careful where you shoot.
Oh, maybe check out the Breaking Bad Baki videos?
No, I don't know what Baki is.
It's like a fighting anime.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
one of those long-running fighting mangas.
Mr. Walter White! Whoa! I can't believe you're gonna fight that guy! Jesse, let me cook.
I will say this, anime guy, like, I would disagree on that whole, about the Japanese pilot in World War II, because that is sort of a myth, just because, at the end of the day, the pilots were not... They end up losing the war and losing pilots way too recklessly because that was the Japanese Navy. Like, while America tended to be a bit more higher quality in terms of saving their pilots.
Didn't you?
Japan went with quantity over quality when they didn't have when the Americans had like 10 more people than 10 to 1.
Well, I mean, also,
Yeah, because
you guys also said
they
that.
had veterans at the beginning, but then they lost them. That's the problem.
You also said that I almost like Godzilla because I'm thinking Japan. You also said the Japanese military just constantly sabotage each other.
Okay, Shangus, you know, isn't Ninja, you correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they go to like they didn't like fight each other at points? Like actual combat?
Like, wait, like, okay, I didn't know that.
I
like,
would believe so. I don't remember, but I think they would.
I hate
They
that. I hate the Navy. Planes, go bomb our own ships to prove them they're inferior.
I think it would be a lot more local examples as opposed to that. There was probably fistfights in the war room a couple of times. Most likely, if there were any conflicts, it was assassinations.
Huh?
Straight up murder.
Murder him.
Yeah, but so
Perhaps
yeah,
Japan does.
but it's not just Japan who had problems with interpeople rivalry. Germany had that as well.
Everybody did. We did not to nearly that extent, but a lot of our people. The army and there's a good old quote from like a Navy guy. Gentlemen, the Germans are our adversary, but the army is our enemy.
Well, so the funny thing is that yes, on theory, right, we were fighting for democracy, so you would think
We're not a democracy.
our military. We're a democratic republic.
Yes, but it's still it's just I'm sorry, it's just such a fucking nitpick to me. I hate whenever we're calling ourselves a democracy. We're not.
We're technically not a republic either. We're a combo.
But we're not
because
we're not a democracy either. So
we slide much more to the republic end of the scale than a democrat did than some fucking Athens bullshit.
Democracy,
right?
Democracy.
Well, yeah, but we're not a full republic because we didn't want to repeat Rome.
You know, they always talk about the fall of the Roman Empire, but never the fall of the Roman Republic.
Yeah, because the fall of the Roman Republic is why we had the Roman Empire, and why Republic fails.
That is a completely incorrect statement. Because Julius Caesar.
Yeah. But yeah. When we talk
before Julius Caesar,
Marius and Sulla are like in terms of early Roman in terms of it's. You got like Marius and Sulla, the Gracchi brothers. Marius and Sulla are pretty popular. They had a few sets of civil wars. It's hard to be. They're kind of overshadowed by like the later generation. But they're pretty popular too.
Like here's the thing. If we're doing like the whole Roman history iceberg, there would be like the second level below, where like the first one is Julius Caesar, Augustus,
the Punic Wars.
Yeah, all the big shots, the big stuff that you learn in history class, and then you go big down, you get into the Gurkhai Brothers, the fall of the Roman Republic, and then you go down, you get more of the obscure emperors, and okay, and yeah. Anyway,
I can't stress this enough. The fall of the Roman Republic is Julius and Augustus Caesar. That's their entire shtick. The reasons to why is pretty like, like everything in history, skimmed over by your average normie, but it is there.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, my point is that you would think that people who fight for freedom, and they did use the term democracy back then, so we're using World War II terms.
Okay.
Like, that was like the language. It was democracy versus tyranny. That was the propaganda. But anyway, you would think that we would be more chaotic than the Axis were. We were actually pretty unified because we set up an actual command structure, even with our allies.
Remember, buy your war bonds and eat your victory cabbage.
That's what Captain America told me.
Also, on victory cabbage.
And you know why we had an easy structure? Because we are America.
America still has its problems, though. Everyone has its
problems. But we're better.
I think the point I'm trying to make here is, as I said when we were beginning this podcast, history has shown again and again the folly and the nature of men.
Yes.
And then we add Go Godzilla because he's cool.
All right, let's go to the film that you forgot to invite me to on your recent view.
One, I did forget, so I'm not gonna excuse that, but also two, I guess I am now excusing it. I was kind of tired after vacuuming my entire house, and I got kind of tired, so I just need to sit down,
I'm
relax.
not mad. I was reading New Mutant comics, so.
Alright. But anyways, Godzilla! He's cool! Go Godzilla! Ooh!
Where we spend half of the film not seeing him, but we are alluding to him.
Alright.
That's number one meme in the film I know is the Godzilla film where Godzilla barely shows up.
Yeah, that's true. He had like less than 10 minutes of screen time, so yeah, that's a fair enough meme, I guess. Basically, so Godzilla, the 2014 movie, I rewatched it because it was announced that there is a new Godzilla show coming out. In the MonsterVerse coming out to Apple TV, Monarch. It's a Legacy of Monsters. It's a new TV show on Apple TV. So that means, it's a streaming show, so every, episode is going to be like an hour long and all that. But it's like featuring our boy Godzilla in this new MonsterVerse that's been set up. So I don't know, I got nostalgic. I was like, you know what? I want to travel back in time. I want to travel back in time to when this whole MonsterVerse started. And I decided I'm gonna check out Godzilla 2014 again, see if my opinions have changed or anything like that. I still like the movie.
I do have a question about the show. Is Godzilla actually showing up?
Yes. Yes, he is showing up.
Okay.
He showed up in the trailer. Like the trailer. Okay. The trailer literally ends with Godzilla roaring, Wah! So yeah, I still like it. Yes, it's still a fair meme to make that he shows up for less than half the movie, because that is true. He shows up less than half the movie. However, I will say, watching this again, I really do like the build-up the movie was leading towards the reveal of the Big G himself. So I did like that. I really did like that. Now it's
Okay, so here's an important question about Godzilla film.
Okay.
So you know how I think every Godzilla film, as far as I know, has to have like a human type story
There
to supplement.
So
here's my question. Is the human story strong enough to make the feeling of not seeing Godzilla doing his shtick worth it?
That's honestly my honest opinion. Just I like the the first half of the movie was really focusing on the human element. I did enjoy it because the whole point is this mystery all leading up to the build up to the big reveal of the big G himself. And afterwards it's kind of like well then because so another thing that people like to meme about this movie, and watching it I still think that's fair enough to make, is, hey look, it's Godzilla! Let's cut away from him immediately! We're not gonna see him fight? No! But I want to see him fight. Fuck you! Oh.
I want him to fight monsters! No! See the aftermath!
Why?
Because we're copying the original 50s films! But the original 50s films showed Godzilla doing stuff!
No, I wouldn't say that's a fair thing to say, but it is but I will say though, it is still annoying rewatching the hey look, there's Godzilla. Oh, that's right, we're cutting away from it immediately. This is a thing that the later movies down the line do end up, I guess fixing. Okay, so here's the thing, at the end of the day, when you're so actually, I want to get to the advertisement of this movie a bit, but at the end of the day, when you see that this movie is about Godzilla, and you realize, oh, it's about Godzilla fighting other monsters, then your brain kind of turns on, okay, well, let's see the monsters fight, and you don't get to see the monsters fight, and it is a little disappointing, because it's just kind of hardwired in our brains, oh, Godzilla's gonna fight another monster. Oh sweet, I want to see that fight. And when we don't get to see the fight, it's kind of it's disappointing. What the hell? Oh, that's not very fun. So, I guess.
Would you think it would have been a better film if it was just Godzilla causing shenanigans?
I don't know. Possibly. I will say though that what you said though does kind of tie into the advertisement for this film, because rewatching this also kind of brought up some memories and all that. So another thing about this movie is the movie kind of a bait and switch when you think about it, because a lot of advertisements you saw for this movie that led up to this movie was everyone had the mindset of, oh, I get it. It's like Bryan Cranston angry at Godzilla. Godzilla's causing all this rampage and all that. Then you see glimpses of the other monsters, but it's kind of brief. So you think maybe it is Godzilla. We're not so sure. And then so when you get to see the actual movie, you realize, oh, actually no, it's not just a Godzilla rampaging movie, it's Godzilla fighting other monsters movie. And so if it was just Godzilla just on his own, then maybe it might have worked. I'm not sure, but it is funny though how you brought it, how the advertisements kind of all led us to believe, oh, it's Godzilla we have to worry about. Oh no, it's actually these two other monsters called Muto that we have to worry about. Ah, I see. And also rewatching this movie also kind of made me interested. It's made me think about how, at least here, in the West, it seems we really like the idea of Godzilla being portrayed in this more, heroic light. We like Godzilla being the hero of a movie more than an antagonistic force. And I find it very interesting, especially now, considering at least recently, a lot of how Godzilla is being treated in Japan. Well, yes, he's still kind of a hero and all that. A lot of movies are kind of going back to his more antagonistic roots. Like, there's a new Godzilla movie coming out this year, Godzilla -1, where it's literally back to, like, Godzilla being an antagonist. So I just find that really interesting how here we like the idea that Godzilla's like a superhero, but then Godzilla in Japan, while he is a hero, more like a cultural icon than a hero than anything, and they're kind of going, okay, why don't we go back to more of that antagonistic route? Godzilla's so big. That is true, Chelsea. Godzilla is so big. In fact, when this movie came out, into the year of our Lord 2014, this Godzilla was considered the largest of all Godzillas. Which, I mentioned this to, like, Not, we talked about it a bit, where it kind of feels like how our relationship with Godzilla is kind of like a dick measuring contest with Japan. Oh, you think your Godzilla's so cool? Well, check it out, our Godzilla's even bigger than yours! Take that, Japan! Oh yeah?
Well, our Godzilla can shoot lasers out of its door fins, and then the final form would have been little Godzillas to kill all of humanity.
Oh, is that so? Well, guess what? Well, check it out. Our Godzilla now, his atomic breath can literally drill a hole through the Earth itself. Take that, Japan.
Really? I bet they're gonna find some way to.
It always kind of feels like a dick measuring contest going on with Japan.
Our Godzilla is actually a beast former.
Oh gosh, Beast Wars! Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, and also he's voiced by Scott McNeil.
Oh my gosh, Godzilla, maximize! But yeah, I can really also tell there's a lot of effort and love that went on behind this movie as well. Like, despite the end result, you can still see there's like a lot of love and passion put behind it. And it's very interesting also, because like there was a lot of how do I put this? How do I describe this? I'm trying to think, rearrange my words. They really want to make this Godzilla keep true to like how he is like in Japan. It felt like this movie really felt like, okay, remember Roland Emmerich's Godzilla in 1998? Let's just do whatever we can to not do that. Let's not do that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, where the major inspiration for a lot of the creative decisions was, okay, Roland Emmerich did this with the old Godzilla, and we spent 14 years making fun of it. Let's just make our own take.
Because this is literally the second like original American take on Godzilla, right after Roland Emmerich's, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they felt like, okay.
Why was Roland Emmerich so bad?
Godzilla
reasons.
looked like a T-Rex, giant T-Rex, and the film was not well received, and
there's a lot of reasons why people don't like the 1998 Godzilla movie, but really it just kind of boils down to, it really does feel like a lot of stuff here just kind of felt like, okay, let's just do whatever we can to not be the 1998 Godzilla movie. So there is that. So like that's why this Godzilla, his design is kind of more of like the classic Godzilla look, while at the same time they also wanted to, put their own like unique touches on this version of Godzilla. Like, I believe they said that they kind of based the design off of like a kind of like a bear, and like I think it's like they said like his head was kind of inspired by like a bald eagle, like a frown he's got going on. So they really want to make like kind of like a original Godzilla design, but still, his silhouette resembles the original, guy in the suit. So yeah, now the big thing that kind of really interests me was in this movie, they actually still kind of address Godzilla's roots to his nuclear origins. What I mean by that is, while Godzilla here, I would not say he is like, a metaphor for like, like the nuclear bomb and his destruction and all that. Is more or less, they more or less still kind of treat like how nuclear is treated in this movie kind of like, I guess sort of a negative thing, because in the movie, when the Mutos are attacking and all that, and Godzilla's reemerging, the military literally goes, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We don't know what these monsters are capable of, so we're gonna nuke them. And what's his name? Ken Watanabe, his character Dr. Sarasawa. Oh my gosh, it's a reference to the original Godzilla movie. He's going around telling the military guys, hey, look. Don't use nukes. That's a bad idea. And the military goes, nonsense. This is the, well, not really. Not like this is literally the best option we got. And when they start using
these giant monsters are trying to invade our bodily fluids.
Exactly.
And we have to stop these monsters.
Exactly. So they realize, okay, look, we're just gonna use a nuke to get rid of these monsters. And everything goes wrong once they try to use the nuke. Literally, the second half of the movie, the climax is literally caused because they tried to use a nuke. And so now they literally gotta go in and disarm a nuke while monsters are doing their thing. I need to use the restroom. Holy shit. I need to pee. I'll be back. Ah!
Huh? Is everything okay? Hello?
Huh?
Why is Jenga silent? It's his topic.
I went to the restroom.
What?
He went to go emergency restroom section.
What did he have Taco Bell or something?
Beware! I had Taco Bell for lunch.
Well, it would be dinner at this point. Beware! I had Taco Bell for dinner.
He went to drop a nuke.
Drop the third nuke of Japan to make a genre more crazy than anime. It would be Turd Impact. So did you know that Chinese construction workers did massive damage to the Great Wall of China?
Alright, I'm back. What's this about China?
That's
did
a
you know
fucking
that-
crime. To be fair, it's one thing that's a crime, but another, it's Great Wall of China. They got a million more feet of that.
It's still a shame.
What?
But
What happened?
couple of Chinese construction workers made a massive hole on the Great Wall of China.
Ooh.
They were Mongolian.
Beyond repair.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, their social credit's going down.
No,
Their social credit.
They're in the negatives right now.
Oh
Turns
yeah.
out they're
Nah. Those construction work, their social credit's like, yeah, it's all gone. They're not gonna recover from that.
Turns out they're Mongolian spies.
The Mongolians! You shitty Mongolians! Alright. Anyways, now that I'm back, where was I with Godzilla?
I don't know. I was refilling my drink.
Oh, that's great. Oh no, I remember. I was talking about like the nuclear message behind Godzilla. How, kind of like the original Godzilla, despite being, a different context and all that, nuclear is kind of still treated kind of like a negative thing here in this movie, kind of like the original Godzilla, which I think is interesting. Personally, I don't mind it, but like, I at least like for like current take on like nuclear and all that, at least my opinion, I kind of feel Shin Godzilla had a better treatment of nuclear, where Shin Godzilla's overall message is not so much, nuclear is bad, more like, it doesn't matter if you see it, if it's good or bad, nuclear is here to stay. So you gotta learn to adapt to it.
Hey,
So-
when we get
Oh, what?
I'm gonna make a joke when we get a Godzilla that's eco-friendly. Born from the full radiation.
I don't know how they're gonna make a Shin Godzilla sequel, if they even want to do that. But yeah, but like I said though, like Godzilla, but also like I said, this is, even though nuclear is kind of treated in a different context, it's still kind of similar to overall like idea, like feeling towards it, kind of a negative light, like the original Godzilla. Even though this Godzilla is not really, a metaphor for, like the nuclear bomb and the destruction it causes, and all that. This Godzilla is more or less treated more like a force of nature than anything. Also just like on a visual level, like there's a lot of stuff I really come to appreciate about this movie. Like this movie does a really good job at establishing scale. Like there's times where you see like wide shots of like humans characters, like they're really tiny, and then there's just like an arm just towering over them. It really gives a sense of scale going on there, and like how like, and also just this movie also compared to the sequel MonsterVerse movies that comes after this, I don't think anything is captured the same like feeling that this movie has, because I feel like the movies going forward after this, they kind of really want to emphasize more of, the monster versus monster sort of aspect, so kind of they go less like this is more like a disaster movie than anything. How this movie feels, it's kind of more like a disaster movie, but then meanwhile later on they kind of go, let's just lean into more of the, the monster versus monster, make it kind of more, I don't know, I guess like, how do I describe it? Maybe like comic book. That is a bot. Fuck you. What is this local? I don't know what that is. That is a bot. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bot. Go away. I don't need you.
Yeah, they've kind of pop on Twitch and Discord.
So get the fuck out of here. I don't need you, bot. Go away. Go away. We don't need you. Go back to your country. But maybe, as I was saying, maybe comic book feel. Maybe I don't know how to. Maybe more cartoony. Nothing's really captured the same feeling this movie has in the rest of the MonsterVerse movies. So.
Well, I think because remember about how in like the MonsterVerse kind of followed similar patterns to monster films throughout all the decades of films. Like you got Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is trying to be a bit more like the original, which is a lot more horror-ish, a lot more focused on the horror and a more quote unquote realistic in terms of giant monster.
Yeah.
Humanity battling giant monsters.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got like Skull Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's essentially a remake of King Kong, but set during Vietnam.
Vietnam, son.
Vietnam, son. Well, now.
And then and then the rest of the MonsterVerse films are taken after later Godzilla, early periods of Godzilla and films, which is just focus on Godzilla battling a monster, and then you have a human plot that is there to make an excuse of why the fights are happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a fair enough a reason. I don't want to make it like sound like, you know, oh, I don't like the other MonsterVerse movies. I just think it's interesting how none of those movies ever really came to have like the same feeling this one had. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think overall though, looking back at this movie, rewatching it, I still really like this movie. I have some. This isn't really my feeling, like subjective feelings, but it's just like kind of just. I like it. Oh, except Bryan Cranston. Still, I'm still not over that. Rewatching this made me go, yeah, no. No, still.
That was a dumb decision.
Still not over that shit. We're okay. I should before there's still more stuff to talk about Godzilla. I think this leading to Bryan Cranston. Also, I should mention the human cast. Human cast is okay. They're fine. What's his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson as like your main guy. He's
Quicksilver and his wife Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, that's true. That's so weird. Wait, Age of Ultron was 2014 too, right?
Yes. No, 2015.
2015, but it's still kind of funny. Just a year separate. Those two went from wife and husband to brother and sister. Well, I guess it still works. You know, I guess there's an alternate universe. So
we don't talk about the alternate universe.
So there's that. But Aaron Taylor Johnson is fine. So like the main criticism people always like to point towards Aaron Taylor Johnson as like the main guy in this movie is he's kind of stiff, very what is it? Not really expressive. Like he's very I guess they were trying to go for a more like stoic approach with him, but people usually kind of go he's kind of like a cardboard than anything else. I don't think he was bad, and by any means, he was fine. It's just what really doesn't help Aaron Taylor Johnson though is his dad, played by Bryan Cranston, is giving like such a passionate performance going on. Like he's giving off so much raw emotions, and you know I get it. You know, like you know people deal with like their emotions and grief differently. Like Aaron Taylor Johnson's character, Ford Brody, he's a military dude. So military dudes, they're not really gonna be crying out, like crying, breaking down into their tears and all that. They got a hold of emotions, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine. If it weren't for the fact that some of the other military guys in this movie honestly have more like emotions with their performance than Aaron Taylor Johnson. So there's that. But I think it's just really, you have Bryan Cranston doing such a really good performance going on, and when you just kill him because of fucking scheduling issues, all of a sudden it's like, well, there goes honestly like the best like character that was really invested in. And it also doesn't help that when this movie was being advertised, it really felt like Bryan Cranston was going to be like your main lead more than anything. I honestly feel like maybe this movie would have been better if it was just like, if they kept Bryan Cranston's character alive, because I feel like Aaron Taylor Johnson's character a little more like static, like a performance going on, kind of works better when he's with someone more emotive like Bryan Cranston. But when you just kill out Bryan Cranston because of fucking scheduling issues with Breaking Bad, all of a sudden you're stuck with the guy who doesn't really have, you know, a more emotive person to bounce off of, and now you're just stuck with him. And so kind of go, okay, well, he's not really doing much. So there's that. So it really is not really Aaron Taylor Johnson's fault. I just feel like his character would have worked better if they kept Bryan Cranston's character alive. That way he could bounce off. Because it was really Bryan Cranston's character was the one who was more invested in like the monster plot. His whole like human plot going on story is more tied in with the monster plot than Aaron Taylor Johnson. But then you kill off Bryan Cranston's character because Breaking Bad. So that kind of sucks. It also doesn't help that Bryan Cranston himself, when talking about this movie, also agrees that, yeah, they shouldn't have killed me off. So I don't think they should have done that. Like you got, it's like, oh man, you got a really passionate performance going on. I'm really invested. Oh, he's dead. Oh. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, I don't really got much else to say about Godzilla 2014, honestly. I think I do kind of still want to go in more into these MonsterVerse movies. So I think going next Saturday I'll talk about Kong Skull Island. So there is that. But overall, though, looking back at Godzilla 2014, I like it. I think it's I want to say, I think also from the plot of the movie itself, they were always hoping that this movie would expand into sequels. Like, from, like, the idea of just, right, if your first movie is literally Godzilla fighting another monster, then they obviously went, okay, no, we definitely want to make sure that we have the opportunity for future Godzilla versus monster movies going on. They wanted this monster.
Listen. We can't. This is the first movie. We can't just let our audience leave with a fully belly with a nice movie full of monster fights. We gotta leave them wanting.
I think it's also interesting though when comparing this movie to other movies that tried the same thing, which is, you know, their first movie immediately trying to establish, you know, a larger universe, how this one kind of succeeded better than the other ones. Because despite this movie, obviously, you know, from its very premise, wanting a bigger, you know, larger universe for more monster fights, the story itself is still fairly self-contained compared to, like, you know, oh shit, we got Batman vs Superman. Oh damn, we're already establishing the Justice League? Damn, that was quick. Oh, that's a baby. That's a baby, I heard. So, oh yeah, also,
glad that she's not sounding. Glad that your baby isn't sounding like a dying dog like the other day.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, also
the other one.
Oh yeah, also the other monster designs also, like I mentioned Godzilla's design, also the Muto. They're pretty cool. I like their design. Oh, that's about it. All right, that's pretty much Godzilla. I like this movie. It's a good strong start for the MonsterVerse. Oh, and then next Saturday I want to continue going on the MonsterVerse. So yeah, that was America's take on a Japanese property. Speaking of Japanese properties, Matchstick, you finished a Japanese show. Matchstick?
Yeah, Orga's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking stupid. Yeah. So
like,
oh my god.
looks at McGillis Farid, looks back at Orga. This is the man. This is the hill that you choose to die on.
How do you feel about Tekken pretty much making the universe actually worse?
Kind of interesting. It's kind of a bit of kind of a bit of a role reversal. You know, like first half of most got like it's kind of like think like Wing or Double O. Where the first season they're fucking up the universe by just charging in like fucking morons. And then the second half of the series, they make amends and do things right. And it's here with the death of Biscuit that the opposite happens. And Orga's fucking gosh
All I
awful.
heard is they decide to just be mobsters in a Martin Scorsese mobster film. And you know what happens to mobsters at the end of a Martin Scorsese mobster film?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
It's kind of like that combined with like maybe a military drama. That sort of feeling with the military drama sort of dress.
Yeah.
But holy shit! Teaming up with McGillis Farid, this man, or his brain cells started committing suicide like a madman after Biscuit's death. But
Hey, we can, if we just believe in ourselves or believe in
Biscuit screaming down from heaven. What the fuck are you guys doing? You can't just be you can't just be blind idealizing actually think about shit.
Also, McGillis himself is kind of an idiot.
He's a moron. All right. Wait. All right. So this half bagel rumor that I'm gonna bank on is gonna convince politicians to give up power.
Yeah,
where they're not giving up power.
Oh no!
Literally, only like random fucking more idealistic young kids are joining me. Fuck! I have enough no's.
McGillis is an idiot.
McGillis is fucking.
He's also
It's stupid.
He's a stupid.
Oh yeah, he is an absolute fucking creepy ass bastard. Honestly, you know, gotta say for good McGillis. At least he's not Glimmy.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah, because the difference is he has no actual attractions towards the little girl.
Like he'd actually wait till she's like 18. Like he'd probably wait till like the second after she turns 18 to start banging her.
Yeah.
Glimmy would just go in there right then and there.
It's still fucking messed up though. He fucking marries her though.
Still messed up. It's still a creep. But yeah, I do really like it's kind of a fight between bad guys and even worse bad guys at the end of it between what the fuck is that asshole's name?
Who?
The fleet leader. Rustol.
Yeah, Rustol.
Elyon. Rustol's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And corrupt as shit. But he's not McGillis fucking Farid, so I guess he gets the more heroic position. Even though he's being a massive corruptive douchebag all the while.
Up until the very end.
Until the end, he's kind of gotten political pressured into doing good shit, but
yeah.
He would not have done it. He would have not. He would have not done any of that otherwise. I do really like the sort of role reversal where the good guys are doing bad shit and now they got to get put down instead of the other way around. But the sort of Martin Scorsese sort of a gangster fall was done quite well here. The characters are quite really. They go through shit, and they can't really bitch about it because it's all their fault.
It's all their fault, yeah.
Like every single bad thing that has happened to them is a direct action of them being fucking morons. Orga, my man, like Orga is really, he's incredibly intelligent, but without like an angel on his shoulder, telling him stop that. No, that's a fucking stupid idea. He kind of just it is a bit his ambition to see Tekken at the very best position that they could be. And is kind of directionless, ends up putting him in the worst place possible. And he ends up eating a few bullets for that.
Yeah.
Sucks to be that stupid. I'm glad that's. I'm glad a lot of the members survived. I did not expect a lot of the Tewas chicks to survive. I expect all the named ones to die. Like the other the chick with the white hair, and the other chick the other ponytail chick, not the pigtail chick. I did not expect them to survive. I'm glad a few of the Tekken members, though not the main one, survived. I like Eugene. I'm glad he survived. I can't name any of the other ones. Can't be bothered to. But I'm glad they survived. Random Tekken member number 28. Again, the sort of the politically stuff of Miyazuki, I guess, was done well, though. I don't particularly care for polygamy, so I don't care for it. I got enough polygamy reading Wheel of Time, and that is just all out of my system. I don't want more of that.
All right.
Sucks to be Akihiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it really the main theme of it is don't be a fucking moron. Don't just be a blind ideologue and actually think your shit through, and you won't end up dead in a ditch.
You won't end up dead in a ditch.
Yeah. Again, some other carrying over from the other season. The animation was good. Gundam designs are good. The very brutal sort of minimalist technology is really fun. The soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah. What do you think about
onto the bad things. What?
I was just saying, what do you think about the Barbatos upgrades?
Pretty cool. very like how it got as they get sort of in a more villainous position and doing more fucked up shit. It kind of gets more and more in a sort of a animalistic looking.
Yeah.
It's very cool, but I don't like the pacing to this. It's kind of all over the place. It's not nearly as tight as season 1. It's kind of juggling way too many balls, and they all kind of fumble. And it's not. I feel like it could have used like an extra 5, maybe 10 episodes to help with the pacing issue. Because they're kind of rushing through a lot of stuff and kind of just shoving in a lot of stuff that they could do without. Choose one over the other. And it just made it did work. It did suffer from it compared to season 1. Yeah, it is quite a tragedy. The season, I quite liked it. Not as good as the first season, but I quite liked it. Give it a 8.
8.
Yeah. Maybe 7.5.
Okay.
Around that region. Not my favorite Gundam season, but not nearly the worst. Very quite good. But it's still I can see why people don't like it compared to season 1. It's quite a lot more.
It's different.
It's a lot slower pace. There's a lot less action. And it's a lot more political. Not only in the mafia sense, but the actual political sense. Which is going to turn off a lot of guys from season 1, and it's also the good guys. Oh, they win the war, but technically they win the war. Everybody ends up in the better place at the end, but really everybody that survived, that is. But not many people survived. A lot of them ended up dead, which is going to turn off a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that. But I think it was quite good. Again, I like Ideal. It was a very good Gundam season. Go watch it if you haven't.
And guy says he kind of expected everyone to die. He was surprised some of them actually got laid and reproduced.
Yes, not only did the one character get laid, another character got laid. Surprising.
It's amazing.
Two people getting laid in an anime made by the Japanese.
And one in the cockpit.
One in the cockpit. That's true. That's true.
To be able to have sex comfortably, he would have to do it in the cockpit.
Well, yeah, remember Atra has Mika's kid at the end, remember? But the only way they could have done that, because Mika's fucking paraplegic without the Alea Vignana system. It's pretty much don't bring a blacklight into the Barbatos cockpit. It's not gonna be fun.
Before or after the death?
You see,
it's gotta be before. What do you mean after the death? Yes, Atra's into necrophilia.
You see, little what's his name? You become a Gundam pilot, for you were conceived in a Gundam. You were conceived in a Gundam. You shall die in a Gundam.
But when will they become a Gundam?
Once we figure out once we go middle game, let's take the planes.
Well, yeah, you have to have the crossover with Witch from Mercury.
Ah.
And you gotta be a bitch mom.
Or We just go full Metal Gear, just take their brain out the head, and just put it in the Gundam.
Or you can have it. Are you done, Magic? I'm gonna try to do a segue.
I do. When does is there gonna be like a season 3 and
No.
4 for? Okay, no, that's just it. Just
So-
26 episodes.
So here's interesting with Gundam Iron Blood. At the very least, when it comes to its timeline.
No, I mean for Wish for Mercury.
Oh, for Wish from Mercury, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Master
But Iron Blooded Orphans, I feel like they could make a sequel series from it.
So-
There's enough there.
The thing with the post-disaster timeline they've been doing is it's still technically going on. It's just all of the expanded materials now in mobile games.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of
My
funny.
disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of nowadays, actually, it's not just Iron Blood, like a lot of expanded material for Gundam is all locked away in mobile games exclusive to Japan.
Ooh. So, you know, it's kind of funny, Master.
Kill yourself, Bandai.
Kill yourself, Pant.
Wait,
In Minecraft.
yes, comment.
There's a Dreadnought and Iron Blood Orphans.
A dreadnought?
From like Warhammer.
Yeah.
What?
Cool.
No, I'll make it
But like the concept or like an actual dreadnought.
the concept. There's a mobile.
Okay, yeah, I can see that happening. Well, that was essentially
Yeah, it's pretty much
fucking that asshole's name from season 1.
the overly patriotic one.
Wait, what's a dreadnought in 40K again?
You're fucked
Basically,
up.
if you're nearly dead.
You're like
Oh, wait, I got.
Hold on, let Mastic explain. He was explaining.
Okay.
you're like an inch away from death. You're like you're like everything about you is a cripple.
Hmm.
So they put you on a giant robot or a giant robot mecha, so you can nearly 1 inch from my death self can go and still fight.
You know, it's kind of like remind me of that thing that Japan's kind of doing. Where like people who are paralyzed, people can like still work thanks to like robot proxies and.
What? Where did you hear this?
Oh, there was a news article on it.
Wait, where'd you hear this comment? What do you mean?
Just-
What do you mean Japan's actually doing that? What do you? Show me this right now. Comment. I need to see this. Show me.
Oh yes, BBC. Japan cafe uses robots controlled by paralyzed people.
Put in the background. Let me see this article. Put a link in the background.
Like they're literally fucking coffins, dreadnoughts.
Ah.
Like it's a coffin mecha.
Are those? What's that on his left hand? Are those like maces for fingers?
Yes.
What? Japan cafes robots? Oh my gosh, this is real. Okay. All right. Good for you, Japan. The future is now, old man.
So that's an artist's rendition of what a dreadnought might look like on the inside. Not official.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
pretty much.
Oh, that's just RoboCop. It's just RoboCop, but instead of a suit, it's just
they put him in the giant robot.
yeah. But no, it's just RoboCop. Bum 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 bum. Freeze! In the name of the Emperor, dead or alive. Well, no, not even alive. You're just gonna be dead.
You're dead or very dead. You are coming. You are coming. You are not coming with me. You are never leaving the spot again. You were gonna be pulp on the ground.
That's amazing. Future is scary.
One day, watch, we're gonna start making brains in the jars.
Brains in the jars?
And we're gonna
Oh.
we're gonna clone Richard Nixon and put his head in a jar.
Okay. The most I was thinking about was called the braised pine.
Oh yeah, the Grey's Eye.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get.
We're gonna get Richard Nixon's decapitated head in a jar to call the Bohemian Grove gay.
You know, it's kind of funny. You show those pictures of the dreadnought. Here's the picture of the cockpit of the brains pines.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same. It's pretty much that. You're just a paraplegic hooked up to a robot.
You pretty much you got no arms, got no legs. You just a torso,
Yeah.
like RoboCop.
Exactly. Like like RoboCop.
The reboot one. I think the original one was just a brain in the jar.
Oh, well, yeah, but they kept his face though, so there's that. I also really like the Gundam Vidar. Yeah, when it comes to mobile suits, I really like the Vidar. Look at him, he's cool.
All right, Ninjato.
Oh, is that comment?
No, I was segueing into Jano.
Oh.
Well, you guys would be on my segue. So, okay. But anyway, so we're gonna talk about New Mutants.
Alright, let's travel back into past now. Futurist now, man. Let's travel back into past. We're talking about New Mutants. Did that movie ever fucking come out?
Yes, it did, and apparently it sucked. I have not seen it. I don't care for it.
That movie was in fucking production hell for so long. I don't even remember it coming out.
Just
all right.
So,
yes,
we're gonna talk about my favorite teen book. This is my favorite superhero teen book. If for me, the standard is New Mutants.
Okay.
It was the original run was done by Chris Claremont alongside X-Men, his Uncanny X-Men. So in the timeline, because it is tied to the premise. The comic actually started with Marvel graphic novel number 4 as part of their graphic novel series, and essentially after the events of, let me just bring out X-Men. There's a little X-Men 161, if you're wondering. They were kidnapped by a race of aliens called the Brood, which is basically Marvel's take on xenomorphs.
Huh.
They're xenomorphs, but smarter.
Okay.
So they're basically the precursor to the Zerg as well.
Hmm.
And hence also precursor to the Tyranids.
All right.
I'm basically saying that Games Workshop, Games Workshop and Blizzards were unoriginal in their giant swarming aliens.
This would have come out in the 70s, right?
This came out in the 80s.
Okay. Did it actually come before Tyranids? Because Tyranids were 80s.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it came before.
Okay.
Like, anyway. So Xavier thinks that the X-Men are dead, so he's kind of depressed, but unknowingly being under mind control of an alien brood. So, hints at that as revealed to New Mutants, the actual book. But essentially, he ends up... Yes.
Is this before or after the Cyclops leaves Madeline Pryor thing?
Before!
Okay, how did I miss that? I
Jean
read a
Grey
bunch of the
is
issues.
not yet dead yet. Is not dead yet. She's gonna be, but
Really?
soon is gonna be dead, but she's not dead yet.
Huh.
Okay, I don't.
Or
I don't know
she's
how I missed
already
that.
dead.
She's not
Oh,
dead
It
yeah.
is
yet.
let me just check
Because I dropped off at the Cyclops, Madeline Pryor thing.
Huh.
let me just check which issues were the Dark Phoenix saga, just in case. Oh, it did. It happened. Dark Phoenix was 129 to 138. So
Okay.
she's dead at this point.
Alright. She's dead!
But anyway, so what happens is that he ends up assembling a new team. Consisted in the original team lineup is I'm gonna do it by order of appearance. Brian St. Clair, who is from Scotland.
He's
And she's
Scottish!
Catholic. And she's Catholic. So she's Catholic Scottish and a fairy.
Okay.
Because her mutant power is a werewolf, and her pastor wants to kill her because she has the demon power.
Huh.
Yeah, she grew up in a horrible household. And oh yeah, it later retcons has her that her reverend is also her dad.
Huh.
So parental issues. Woo! Boy's gonna go. Yeah!
That kind of sounds unnecessary.
Insist in the
Unnecessary.
morning, suppressed memories.
But anyway, and then we got also Roberto da Costa, who is a black Brazilian, unlike most depictions of him in every other thing where they whitewash him.
Okay. Why did
He's
whitewash?
purposely Afro. Because they kind of not want to do his backstory, because his mutant powers is actually engaged in a soccer match.
Okay.
Because they were actual racist towards him. Straight
Huh.
up beat the crap out of him because it was black
Oh,
in
wow.
Brazil.
Wow.
Because his father is a Afro-Brazilian billionaire, and his mother is just regular Brazilian. So he's mixed heritage, and also his dad is a total jerkwad.
Oh.
He ends up being a member of the inner circle of the Hellfire Club. Who, by the way, is their first enemy, is their nemesis. Their main nemesis is the Hellfire Club. But anyway, so we got
Hellfire Club.
You know X-Men First Class, the movie?
It's been a while.
You know Wolverine and the X-Men?
Yeah.
They were the main cause of the Phoenix Force shenanigans.
Huh.
Those guys, you know, Emma Frost worked for them.
Oh.
They're the guys in like they're the guys in like the 1800 costumes.
Oh.
They're basically the snooty upper class of New England.
Ah.
New Englanders.
You know, Hellfire Club is an actual term.
Really?
I don't know what the I know it's an actual term. I think it's like a bunch of decadent club. It's not an actual club, but it's like a type of club in like Britain, like back in the day, and they're like supposed to be like really degenerate or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, but anyway, and then we got Danielle Moonstar, who is I can't remember her tribe's name, but she's Native American. And she is brought in because her grandfather, Black Eagle, wanted her to be with Professor Xavier to learn about her mutant power. Oh, by the way, Roberto's mutant power is that he from the power of the sun, he absorbs sun energy from the sun, solar powered, to basically become a black onyx black, glowing being that is super strong and can fly.
Huh.
And he's the youngest of the group,
Hmm.
or one of the younger ones. But anyway, so Danielle Moonstar, her ability is to pull from your mind your deepest desires or your deepest fears.
Huh.
As a psychic, so it's like a psychic power. Apparently, it's like a dream catcher ability, and she's total Native American. And Black Eagle, her grandfather, wanted her to go to Professor X to help her control her powers. But you see, she does not want to be with Professor X because, as I quote, this is the conversation. I am an old man. This is him basically why he needs to go to Professor X. I am an old man and my knowledge and skills are nothing compared to his. He lives in New York. His name is Charles Xavier. And this is her reaction. A white? You would send me to an Anglo? No, I won't do it. I won't go. So she is the Native American stereotype of not wanting to be with the white man.
White people.
Because
oh gosh.
Because they're off. Because let's be honest, that's what happened. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame her. But anyway, she has literally no choice because Charles Xavier was a blood brother with her father, and also her grandfather gets murdered.
Oh, lovely.
After she psychically revealed it, like the night before, so a vision. So she's out for revenge against a certain asshole who is connecting the dots. His name is Pierce. This guy named Pierce, who's part of the Hellfire Club, and he wants to do a coup against them for killing mutants. So he's doing all shenanigans. And then their first leader is Jean. Let me bring up the name.
Alright.
Look,
but in the meantime, I put in several images of the Hellfire Club in Shimmy Backroom. And I was right about the name too. It was clubs, and some like degenerate clubs in Britain in like the 1800s.
All right, so her name is Jean Khoi Man.
Okay.
And she is Vietnamese. She escaped from South Vietnam. In fact, she's technically actually the first New Mutant introduced because she showed up in Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, and the Fantastic Four, Marvel Team Up 100. The reason is karma, and her ability is that, as shown in the very first page of the Team Up, as she took over Spider-Man's mind, who was minding his own business, webbing around, is complete possession.
Huh.
She possesses you, and if you have like a strong enough will, it'll take a while. But if she's stronger than you, you're instantly possessed. And unfortunately, in her adventure, she was trying to save her brother and sister from her evil uncle, who's like an evil arms dealer type, and her brother. So her plan was to mind control Spider-Man and go and take her siblings away. And thought, oh yeah, I can have my revenge because Spider-Man's a criminal. I read it in a newspaper. Thanks, JJ.
You're welcome.
So she ends up fighting the Fantastic Four. And then they got involved and they managed to help her out. She ends up killing her brother. Like straight up killing her evil twin brother and absorbing his power.
Okay.
Yup. So it makes the sense when she ends up dying at issue 7 of the New Mutants with a massive air quotes dying. No, not surprising, because also in that arc she ends up making a compromise of working with her evil uncle, and Turns out she comes back, but under the influence of the Shadow King.
Huh.
So the Shadow King is a nemesis of Xavier,
Okay.
who's also a psychic asshole.
Huh. There's a lot of psychics going on here.
Well, yeah, it's very psychic, and he has certain tendencies, including, but not limited to, mind controlling Karma, as she becomes to know, and I'm sending an image of it. Of the Shadow King in like his astral form, and making her fat and evil.
Look at this dude.
And so I think at this, then the final member, who becomes leader as soon as Karma gets out of commission, is Sand Guthrie, who is from Kentucky. And his ability is called Cannonball, where he shoots, like projects rockets himself using his legs. That his legs explode. It makes a little force field around him, so he's invulnerable while in flight. And the problem is that he can't control the flight pattern yet, or the speed and stuff. So he just rams into stuff. He ends up joining the team under weird circumstance. He ends up fighting them first because he worked under Pierce for a while.
Okay.
Not because he was a bad guy, he was just naive. And he's also the oldest brother in his family, and his father died in the coal mines with black lung. So he's the oldest member. He's like the big brother of the group. Because he had to grow up early. But then there's other members who ends up joining up. But I think I'm gonna do it through a little game of a little round of Smash or Pass. Okay, why does this keep on flipping? So I'm just gonna go over all the female characters of it, and there's some of the new ones that show up because this was mostly a male-dominated team.
Okay.
So first up, we got regular Danielle Moonstar.
Okay.
Are you gonna show it on stream?
Oh, you want me to show it on stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were streaming. Okay. Okay.
What? Yep. All right. So, Smash or Pass?
Oh, you're actually you are? I don't know.
Yes, I'm asking everyone.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, we got a maybe. So that's a definite Smash. How about you, Matchstick?
I don't.
Oh,
this is kind of silly.
Yes, I'm having fun with this, right? With my topic.
All teenagers
I'm gonna
pass.
score you.
Oh, that's right.
Assuming they're all proper ages, you nitwit.
Wait, what's that? Who's that in the back room?
What? Who's
Oh,
in the back?
that's the Shadow King from Legion.
That is stupid.
TV show. I kind of like it. It's kind of dirty.
That's not the Shadow King. That's a Redditor.
He looks like Fat Gollum. That's derpy. I kind of like it.
Either that's a Redditor or a Discord mod.
He's a Redditor.
All right, so this is during later on during the Asgardian War, which is my favorite arc.
Okay.
This is her wearing Valkyrie armor because she gets a Pegasus who bonds with her. Thus, she becomes a Valkyrie. So we got she is the very model of a multicultural superheroine.
Huh. That's cool.
It's not. It's cultural appropriation, Majada. Don't feel no shame.
Have you no shame, man?
Yeah, and by the way,
Shame.
Daniel Musar, definitely top tier waifu. Top tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we got our Ron. I couldn't find an image of her classics. Looks like they kind of, the wolf form kind of changes over time depending on artists, but she could do a full wolf, half wolf, different ranges. But this is her usual look. It's a pass for me.
It's the hair. I'm not really a big fan of the hair.
Yeah, she's like the most consistent in terms of design. So who's next? Okay, so we got a new member. This is Amaria Aquila.
Oh god, it's a blonde.
Yes, and but here's the most interesting fact. She
Okay.
is Roman.
Roman.
Yes, so after Karma disappeared, quote unquote, we had an adventure in Brazil where it turns out in the Amazon, the Romans had a colony there.
Bullshit.
Look, it's the Marvel Universe. They had some ways of doing it, but then they retconned the concept to make a bunch of, okay, they're Romaboos.
Okay.
They're like weeaboos, but for Romans, apparently.
Okay,
and
now-
because of mind wiping, that they all think they're actual Romans. And they structure the society like Rome.
Huh.
But she is a woman from the upper class. Daughter of like the leader. And her mutant power.
Okay, good. You can't get some fucking plebeians in here.
Right. She's you see, her power is magma. She controls.
Oh gosh, it's
her
lava
power
girl.
is literally she can make lava and control the tectonic plates in her emotional state.
Okay, but where's Shark Boy?
She is not called Lava Girl. She is called Magma.
But where's Shark Boy? Look, okay, if lava, magma, like the volcanic powers, I'm gonna make the joke, okay? I'm gonna make the joke.
Yeah, Lava Girl is the Magma at home variant.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Shark Boy is a werewolf now.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh, yes. I get the joke. Okay, anyway. So,
Oh.
next we're going to do the most standout character. She shows up. She got her own mini-series, actually, as part of her introduction. She was a character that was part of the actual mainstream X-Men comics because her name was Ilyana Rasputin. Rasputin.
Was she the lover
Brother,
of the Russian
sis.
queen?
No, she was the brother of the Russian Steelman of Colossus.
Okay.
Sister getting kidnapped by evil wizard of another dimension and having her serve under him for a couple of years to become queen of that realm and come back as Bill's character. Okay. Yeah, I just read it, the story. So during an adventure with X-Men, she gets kidnapped by an evil wizard named Belasco, who rules Limbo, who's like the immortal ruler. And she ends up during the X-Men escape, but she was left behind, and because of the rules of Limbo, and time is weird, there was actually a previous team of X-Men where Ilana escaped, but the X-Men did not. And then they became corrupted through other shenanigans. They all ended up dying. Some of them trained her to become essentially who she is. She is essentially the ruler of Limbo, who used a magic soul sword that attacks souls instead of physical. And the reason she has armor is that during an arc called the Demon Bear arc, which the movie version was trying to adapt, she took damage, and instead of destroying the limbs, all it did was uncover a magical armor
Huh.
around her. So now we got this cool half metal look, probably to highlight that she is the sister of Colossus.
Huh.
She is a top tier. Oh, by the way, with Magma, would you smash or pass?
I ain't gonna.
Magma.
Pass. I'm not gonna have my damn thing burned off. No, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, how about the Demon Queen of Hell?
Her? I don't
She's
know.
also crazy.
Oh, she's crazy?
That's that's later versions. That's like she got hit hard by she's one of those characters that get hard by Marvel shenanigans.
Yay for multiple riders.
Woo! Why?
Yeah.
At
one point, she got reverted back to being a child. It got sent back home. Then she got infected by a virus that affects only mutants that kills them. She basically got mutant cancer and died. She gets resurrected, and then became basically part of Scott Summers' Brotherhood of Evil Mutants for a bit. Also they have 1/5 of the Phoenix Force. And now she's joined with the rest of the X-Men with the Coca-Cola stuff, so... I want to be happy. I don't want to bring this up, but... Yes, I like Magique. Magique is on the same is one of the 3 women that are top tier.
Well, I ain't going anywhere near a crazy woman, so...
She is not crazy.
Well, the current version is apparently crazy. That's what you guys have been telling me. So, at least the current version, no, thank you. She's crazy. No, there's a rule.
The current version of Shadowcat is insane.
What did they do to Kitty?
Murder ninja.
Okay.
All the X-Men are crazy at this point and evil. So you can't play that game.
Wait, Kitty's a murder ninja now?
I guess Shadowcat Ninja. That's not a bad I don't know. That seems like pretty cool.
It's not that far. It's not that part. It's that she kills people. She's a murderer. The whole murdering thing.
Yeah, okay, that part. That's no.
X-Men are very fine with murder at this point.
Yeah, they're supremacists now.
Look, if you're gonna use current writer, she's insane. All the X-Men are insane.
All the X-Men are insane.
Xavier never been the same since he got his legs back. You know.
Well, technically, so here's a funny fact. So during the first couple issues of the comic, they dealt with the brood that was infecting, implanted Xavier, the New Mutants, that same day because it was tormenting Danielle Moonstar. But so they decided to take a break and watch a movie. And that is when the X-Men returned and attacked Xavier, who had turned into a brood. And they thought they would have to kill him, and they instead made a cloned body of him and placed his mind in it.
Huh.
And technically he could have walked, but his mind thought it was still in pain, so he's still stuck on the wheelchair. But anyway, so now with Best Girl, Karma. So this is her first appearance. Not first appearance, not like first, but New Mutants.
Okay. Not
What?
really. Was that comment?
Her hair make her look like Karen.
Well, that was, Don't worry. Next up is the Shadow King. What the Shadow King did to her. Ready to see the results?
Okay.
Knowing Marvel, I can take a guess. Oh.
That's how big she got.
Wow.
Oh wait, oh wow. Jesus.
And by the way, those are all Inhumans and Storm. Yes, it was. Yes, so during an arc to rescue her, she managed to control everyone except for two. Magique, who purposely let Daniel Moonstar get possessed at one point. Kind of a traitorous move, but it was part of her plan. But then, and a robot, Warlock. Not a robot, he's an alien.
Alright,
So
nice wallpaper.
Does she talk like? Does she talk like?
Whoa! What happened?
This is Warlock. He is a part of the Phalanx
Whoa!
species, which are techno-organic race that what they do is that they go to planets and convert technology and physical and organics into a... They infect them with a techno-organic virus and then absorb the energies to make them, to feed them. And they are a warlock, warlike race.
Oh, it's
The reason Warlock is a mutant is that he opposed that philosophy.
Okay.
He has greater empathy. He is actually a pacifist.
Huh.
Kind of a pacifist. And the reason he came to Earth was that his in that culture, he has to murder his father to survive.
Huh.
He doesn't want to murder his father. And his father was chasing him.
That's a wild design.
Yeah, and by the way, this is like it's supposed to be like this otherworldly thing, and they just do crazy art.
Huh.
All the time with him. Like, this is quite normal.
Oh my god.
Like, you see how, like, ridiculous?
Jeez.
So anyway, this image here, the guy on the bottom right is actually his buddy, Cypher. So Cypher, fun fact, so Cypher joined the team around issue 14, and his circumstances is kind of funny. He did it by first dating Kitty Pryde, who was a teenager at the time, and found out he was a mutant, and his mutation is that he could understand languages. Instinctually.
He has a reputation for being a loser.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, if you're thinking about powers, it seems one of the most lamest one. It's actually one of the most useful abilities ever. Like, he can talk with Warlock, who they had a hard time understanding Warlock at the time.
Huh.
When they first introduced, but because he could understand his language and talk to him, that's how they kind of communicated better, and they became best buds, essentially. And it's one of the coolest friendships in comics, and also you need to respect Cypher. But anyway, he ends up joining the team after dating Kitty Pryde, after being discovered a mutant, and convincing Kitty to join him to go to a new school up in Massachusetts. A wonderful school that it has a wonderful headmistress who goes by the name Emma Frost. That bitch. So the New Mutants have to go and defeat their evil doppelgangers, the Hellions, essentially, and get Kitty back. And they also drag Cypher along.
Actually have some comics from my old dad's collection from around this time.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
That's how I actually got into New Mutants, is from my dad's comics.
Huh.
My dad was big into X-Men.
Yeah, he got...
Lots of X-Men, lots of X-Men, lots of Spider-Man, lots of Daredevil.
Yep, that's my dad as well.
Coincidentally, those are my 3 favorite Marvel things as well.
Huh. That's cool.
But yeah, so that's Warlock. But anyway, so basically during that arc, they rescue one of the most awesome panels.
One more thing.
Oh.
Another cool thing for me from my dad's collection. Nearly the entirety of Born Again in its original run.
Nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they got her back. She restored her mind. She helped defeat the Shadow King for now, and then she's depressed. This is her when she's depressed after being freed, and very sad. Luckily for her, this appearance happened in the Asgardian Wars, where instantly where Loki. Okay, here's the Asgardian Wars. Loki looked at Storm, who at this point was depowered because of Forge. Forge used a mutant nullifier gun that was meant for Rogue, hit Storm by accident. Oops.
Okay.
Oops. Especially after Forge and Storm kind of fell in love at one point. Awkward on the dinner table. So Loki got miffed at the X-Men because the X-Men fooled a plot about involving making a special well where you gain powers related to your inner desires at the cost of your imagination. Essentially. And they kind of follow that plot. It was called X-Men and Alpha Flight.
Okay.
It ran for 2 issues, and it's very good. And it continues with New Mutants Special Edition #1, because since them rescuing Karma, Storm was with them. Storm took them off to a wonderful time at the beach up in Europe. Somewhere. Well, Loki wanted Storm because his plan was to make her his queen to take down Thor. I'll get to how. It gets funnier. So he first calls up Enchantress. Enchantress, I need you to take this young African lady, and you can grab all of her friends and torture them any way you want. I don't care. I want to revenge on the X-Men and take her. All right, good. So Enchantress went and kidnapped everyone. And Magi used a spell to teleport everyone that ended up across the realms of Asgard. You know all the 9 realms? She teleported everyone into different location in Norse mythology. Except for Midgard. And not only that, in location, her thing kind of had a fluke where it also time and space. So there was some slight time travel shenanigans. Karma ended up in a desert. And this is her out of that desert.
Wow. Well, at least she got better.
Yeah, and she regained her confidence, and it was that moment, taking care of someone who mysteriously vanished after this. It could be a spirit thing. I don't think it kind of fully explained what was going on with that one in that part of the story, but she ends up now being healthy again, and they rescue Magic, who was used as a vessel for evil shenanigans. I'll just stick it with that. And then then in X-Men number 30, annual number 3429, something. The X-Men annual before Uncanny X-Men 200. Because this event takes place right before that issue. we finally realize what Loki's plan is. His plan was to make a third Hammer Thor and give it to Storm.
Uh-huh.
His plan was to make a female Thor.
Huh.
He wanted Norse mythology to go woke.
Oh, Loki, you bastard.
But then they stopped them. There's this cool moment where Danielle had to fight Hela, the goddess of death.
Uh-huh.
Over Wolverine's soul to make sure he's either alive or dead.
Huh.
Yeah, because Storm kind of zapped him a bit because she believed Loki.
Huh, okay.
She realized that Loki's the god of lies. But anyway, so the reason I love this comic series is that it's a book about teenagers and about growing up, and it does a lot better exploring growth with the X-Men.
Okay.
In my opinion, because the main book has the struggle of we need to explore, the broader issues of like mutants, relationship between mutants and humans, while also having an occasional fun adventures of going up into space to save Xavier's true waifu, Princess Alondra. No, yes, I'm dying on that hill. All those X-Men fans. Anyone who says that is Maury McTaggart can go screw themselves.
Okay.
But anyway, and while they do great characterization and stuff, but it's always in that context. This one does a lot better in terms of individual growth. Well, where like it doesn't need to focus much on. It doesn't have that tendency to focus much on, the relationship between mutants and humans. Instead, they kind of explore them as characters, what the characters bring at the table. Like, Bobby, Sunspot's father, becomes the part of the inner circle of the Hellfire Club. The Hellfire Club are their constant competitors, where their goal is essentially to make a bunch of assassins, superpower assassins. There's an issue, like issue 3 or 4, I think 4, that deals with them, with their one of their friends named Stevie getting stalked, and then it's a nickname.
Okay.
She got stalked by getting threatening phone calls, and it turns out the person who was stalking him was also a victim of domestic abuse. Oh, jeez. But then you got some crazy stuff, like you got an alien from space, like Warlock. You got Rome in the Amazon. And then you got like a whole entire adventure where major character moments happen when they were in Asgard.
Okay. Alright. Alright.
Yeah. And spoiler alert for future Comic Crypt stuff. Yeah, we're gonna cover this. This will be the first team book.
Okay. You want to do I cannot talk New Mutants for Comic Crypt? Alright.
Yeah, it won't be the next one that we do after Spider-Man, because I want to do space. Pure space.
Okay.
But when we all decide to do a teen book run, New Mutants is going to be the first one.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, and like there is some in terms of art. The art also changes because there's like some horror elements to it.
Oh, okay.
Where like Danielle Moonstar, because of her ability to be like usually is depicted as bringing out fears and illusions. You get to have like some fun stuff with seeing characters in like horrific light or seeing their fears come to life. But also for the early part of the book series, she had to deal with a bear.
A bear?
Called the Demon Bear. Yeah. The bear that she thinks murdered her parents after her powers manifested. And it led into the famous Demon Bear story.
Okay.
Where they had a new artist who had a very distinctive style come in and draw a story where Danielle had to fight the Demon Bear, decided to fight the Demon Bear by herself because she didn't trust her teammates enough to help her, and she ends up hospitalized, nearly dying.
Huh.
So her team has to go fight it now. And they end up defeating the Demon Bear, revealing, oh yeah, her parents weren't murdered, they were just trapped by the Demon Bear.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. But I think my favorite arc in the actual New Mutants book is them rescuing Karma. Because it starts out in San Francisco in a coliseum, and then it ends in Cairo.
Okay.
And then it leads directly into my favorite event of the Asgardian War.
Okay.
And then immediately after the Asgardian Wars, guess what happened?
What?
Xavier was horribly sick and had to go to space. So guess who took charge of headmaster of the academy?
Who?
Yes. Who is the least likely person you expect to headmaster the academy?
Logan?
No, that would actually make sense.
Really?
It was Magneto.
Mr. Fantastic.
Well,
Mr.
okay.
Fantastic. Wait, what's Magneto doing there?
You see, at this point, Magneto got turned into a baby and then re-grew up and regretted his previous actions.
That's so fucking stupid.
It's actually very interesting.
Art.
Well, the baby part, but you know that's just comic book shenanigans. But like,
I know, like the turning into a good guy stuff. Classic Magneto storyline. Really cool. What the fuck is up with that baby bitch?
This was the first time. And by the way, here's the thing, Matchstick, though. Number 200, X-Men 200 was about a trial of Magneto.
I know.
I kid you not. I kid you not. They used him being turned to a baby as a defense.
So
really?
What?
Yes!
I don't remember much about that, except that, you know, they had, like, Baron von Strucker's 2 kids for some reason.
Yeah, go try to murder him. Like, that was the... But yes, they literally used. He was turned into a baby, so he's technically a new person.
Wait, then why did he become evil again?
No. You see, that was not the real Magneto.
Oh my god! Fuck off.
He was a clone.
No, get
the clone is Sagar. The real Magneto was trying.
No, that's so stupid. No.
Yes, I know. That's why I hated it. And then, guess what? They kept on doing this whole. Now he's a good guy. Now.
Wait, they tried to make him
again.
Why are they flip flopping?
because of two natures. Because Magneto's most interesting when he's like diabolic, ideologically opposed to Xavier, right? When they want to reset the X-Men books to being X-Men versus Brotherhood of Mutants, and humanity hates the mutants. Which you know how I mentioned how like Spider-Man best when he progress?
Yes.
And X-Men has the worst where they keep resetting harder. They have like moments where they kind of hard reset the status quo.
I feel like they should have just not made Magneto a good guy then.
Well, that makes you think. Like, here's the thing.
Or they should have just kept Magneto being a good guy, because that's a really cool storyline.
At the very least, if you're gonna do that, keep him as a good guy.
Well, yeah. So what happened? What comment?
They did have a lot of villains. Remember Dr. Octopus?
Oh yeah, that one. Okay. But the thing is that a lot of the progression that people really like, aka the first time all the tropes of Magneto turning good and stuff, happened under Chris Claremont. But then after he got done, after a while, he left, and then new writers come in and try to do their own thing, and they end up hard resetting stuff. That's why they kind of wrote Magma out of the New Mutants book, because they kind of had a hard time working with her, because she, even with Chris Claremont, she was kind of like serves more as the muscle of the group in terms of her power is good, useful in a combat situation, but he wasn't really interested in exploring her other than her initial arc of her introduction to the team. She's just like a supporting cast.
Okay.
But then they wrote her off, and then they just said that the Nova Roman was actually a bunch of English weeaboos who were a big fan of Romans who got mind controlled to think that they're Romans.
They were mind controlled to think they were Romans.
Because of Magna's nemesis, Selene, aka who becomes the Black Queen. Anyway,
okay.
like the original run is so great. A lot of the characters get developed throughout there. Like, it does have a smaller cast as opposed to like the X-Men and Uncanny X-Men, which had a bigger cast of characters, so a lot more struggles to balance out. This one has a lot more focus because of it. Even though the cast gets bigger, by the time they get bigger, you already got like a core cast that got developed.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right. And I would say overall, rated Chris Claremont's New Mutants. And now I need to go to bed because I got work tomorrow.
You got work? Oh.
Yeah.
New Mutants is weird.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird book. It's like, and the power, like, you could tell it's a weird book because the powers are a lot more specific than the X-Men.
Yeah.
But for me, I love the New Mutants. In fact, I was telling Rise is like, I want to do my own take on the New Mutants and try to tie it into the Wolverine and the X-Men continuity. To see how that will work.
Okay.
Like, my idea would be is that, like, the basic premise. So instead of Professor X assembling the team because the X-Men are gone and he sees mutants and he needs to make a new team, it's gonna be Angel's dad. So Angel's dad is actually gonna bring in the New Mutants to the Xavier Academy. So he essentially confronts Logan and company, who's already there. Like, yeah, I I already know what you are, and I am very regretful for my actions that caused my son to go crazy.
Wait, Angel went crazy?
Yeah, Archangel.
Oh.
That whole thing. And
Yeah, but
and he would go, okay.
Yeah, but that was like Apocalypse's fault, right?
Yeah, he did it, but what drove him to make that decision was his dad removing his wings.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, but so he ended up saying, like, okay, I know that you guys are are mutants here, and my son was protecting this school. I actually wanted to continue supporting you, but here's the thing. You need to be an actual school. I want this to be a school for actual mutants. And here are some candidates that, like, the MRD found like throughout the world that needs your help. Here are the students, and you get, like, the first batch going in. And that's their launching point, is that they are people being brought in.
Okay. Interesting.
And then I have my own takes on, like, the Asgardian war and some other fun tropes, like sort of also kind of tying in with Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but I'll just tell you another day about how I would probably do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, so the way I would do it, I would do so there was another team-up issue where Spider-Man, Cloak and Dagger, and the New Mutants had to deal with drugs. And two of the New Mutants... Yeah, two of the New Mutants got hopped up on drugs and their powers went crazy. And of course it was the werewolf and Sunspot. It was Wolfsbane and Sunspot. Of course it was those two.
Drugs.
And in that one, I would introduce Jane Foster. And then have her like a recurring, like, through Demon Bear Saga, she's like one of the people helping Danielle to hopefully recover to save her life. And then introduce that she has cancer at some point as part of the build up to, like, the Rescue Karma storyline. And then in that season, that the Karma storyline happens with Asgardian Wars. So then meanwhile, the idea would be is that Storm would be depowered in different circumstances. All that to get that proper setup to where, so the whole build-up is you get Storm Thor versus Jane Foster Thor. Where Jane Foster basically has to fight like an actual Norseman to become quote-unquote Thor, female Thor, except I wouldn't call her female Thor or Thor whatsoever. Give her the title of Thrud, daughter of Thunder. You know, Thrud, like in Norse mythology, the daughter of Thor.
You assume Midas has studied Norse mythology.
Okay. Interesting. Alright.
Like, so now they have, like, another cool side character to, like, get you to hop in and, like, oh, I need help.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. I am tired. Time for bedtime. I hope everyone had a lovely night. Me rambling about my favorite comic book team.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Jotto.
Good night.
Damn.
Oh, speaking of drugs, I learned about white kryptonite.
White kryptonite?
It makes Superman high.
Makes
Like a blood
I thought you were gonna segue into your topic. Like, wait, your game has drugs involved?
Nah.
No.
No, I just I just learned about that recently. About Superman. Even gave him the munchies.
Give him the munchies. Superman, how many of those wheat brownies did you eat? Like 10? Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Why do you say it like that? You'll be fine. Hey, Clark, don't worry. I don't know. I saw your topic.
Imagine
Oh my god.
I kind of imagine a situation where Clark goes to party and he unknowingly eats a whole bunch of weed brownies, but since he's Superman, they don't affect him. So he just so the guy who made him is just looking at him like, what the fuck? What are you made of? He just puts out all these weed brownies or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, now speaking down my topic, zombies.
These zombies weren't caused by drugs, though?
No.
No?
They were caused by a guy trying to bring back his son to cook.
Huh.
So Killer Floor 2 is a sequel to a mod that which got turned to an official game called Killing Floor.
Wait, Killing Floor was a mod?
Yes, for Unreal Tournament.
Huh.
Then Tripwire came to be like, we like this stuff. Let's turn this to an official game.
Oh. Interesting.
Which resulted in Killing Floor 2.
Uh-huh.
Killing Floor 1. Killing Floor 1. Then, the technology came back and we got more funding because Killer 4 is big and popular. They didn't make Killer 4 2. While Killer 4 1 is like, a little more gritty, serious. Killer 4 2 got a bit more fun to it.
Hmm.
Now, to summarize the plot of Killing 4 series, the British government decided we want super soldiers.
And that led to zombies.
Yes, Horizon, create me super soldiers. Okay. And you got this guy named Dr. Campbell. And
Dr. what?
I believe Yes, Dr. Campbell.
His name is Dr. Cannibal.
Campbell.
Hannibal. You're kind of quiet a little bit.
Dr. Campbell.
Campbell, okay. I thought he said his name was Dr. Cannibal. It's like...
I know, Camley. I don't know why I said Campbell. Dr. Camley.
Camley, okay.
And essentially, he's like... And he used this project to bring back his son to cloning. And that failed.
That failed.
But then he realized, all these super soldiers and atrocities, they were based on my DNA. So they're all my children. And he went mad.
Huh.
And I want to prove humanity and say all these weird things and mutate myself and all that. And we released them on the world. Which resulted in Killing Floor 2, they're like, our military is not doing quite that well. What can we do? Well, we got money.
We got money.
Let's hire a bunch of people. A bunch of mercenaries to kill the zombies for us. And it was successful.
Huh.
Because in the game, the more zombies you kill, the more money you get. So, now Killing Floor is essentially like a wave game. There's different modes, like survival, where you just fight wave at the wave of zombies. Or there's an objective where you do that, but there's objectives you gotta complete. And it's a fun game, and you get to play these characters as well. And like I said, I had fun with this. There's special characters, if you have shit with medieval warfare, you can get special character named Tom Boehner.
What's his
and
name?
he's just
Tom Boehner?
Tom Boehner, a Canadian man who is obsessed over medieval heroes since he was a boy. A manager consultant allowed him to live his fantasy, moving from Canada to England, where he donned homemade medieval-style armor suit and took on the persona of a medieval man. When the outbreak hit, Tom took up his armor and went off to save their maidens for real.
Huh.
Essentially, he decided, hey, it's the apocalypse. This armor has some use after all. And in the game, he said he speaks Neo English. And people are a little bit worried. He's taking it a little bit too seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. And he had like the full suit of armor and everything. And then there's Mr. Hayato Tanaka.
Hayato
A
Tanaka.
British Japanese actor. And his coping mechanism to handle the zombie apocalypse, that he went a little bit nuts. And like at like his role, which is like the stereotypical Japanese samurai. Speaks like a Japanese samurai. He speaks like one. I turn demons. Like I turn demons. Yes.
Yeah.
And you know them. One of my favorite characters, Anton Strazer, a German soldier who does like clinic cryostasis
Okay.
in World War II, and just came back to modern day. Thanks to like a Nazi scientist. Now thanks to a Nazi scientist. Yeah, this game. Yeah, like I said, this game is pretty much like it's a fun co-op game. And like I like how they explain how like there's so many zombies because they're literally all just clones. And
okay.
It's a very fun, like I said, very fun co-op, and there's one more. And it's just like you don't take it seriously. It's fun. You have like, look at it. They even like a map guy. A steam-powered rocket go up to the moon to escape the zombie apocalypse.
A steam-powered rocket? That sounds bullshit.
A steam pump rocket.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was made by a rich guy, so. It was made by some rich guy.
Alright.
I think it's one of those non-canon type of maps. I think.
Okay.
And by the way, there's gonna be killing.
Hey, it's getting late. I gotta head out. You guys have a good night.
Alright, have a good night, Bastic.
Good night.
Oh, well, it's just the two of
There's
us.
gonna be killing for. Yeah.
It's just the two
And there's
of
gonna be
us.
killing for. And it does announce killing for 3. It's like I said. It's a fun game. It's not. And the thing is not set. And funny enough, it's not set in America. It's set in Europe. And
those Europeans.
yeah. Let's see if I can find.
Oh, Anime Guy sent me the trailer?
Hey,
Oh. Oh, okay.
and the fun.
I can play the trailer. Anime Guy sent me the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Yes, visit the
And the
site. Thank you
fun-
very much. Okay. Let me play this on stream. There we go. Looking forward to official launch trailer. Ooh. Rated M for mature.
Mature.
Run, devil. Ooh. Oh, is this licensed music? I'm gonna have to turn this down a bit then. If it's licensed music. Ah!
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a lot of, like playing the game.
Alright.
You know.
Whoa,
And
little zombies.
and funny enough, when it starts playing, it tells you the band and the new song and the coin.
Huh. Look at this guy. He's got a chainsaw. Oh gosh,
Those
spider
are
legs.
annoying. Yeah, there's like spider hybrids and there's like the counters.
Okay.
The one with the drills. That's the drill hand.
He's got dual pistols. Alright. Okay. That's a very gore game. What is going on here? This looks cluttered. This looks cluttered. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's just all the bodies parts just flying everywhere. Okay.
Yeah. The bodies pile up quick.
Whoa! We got a kaiju. We got a kaiju. All right, kaiju zombie. All right.
That's the flesh pounder.
The flesh pounder?
The one with the drills.
Oh my gosh. They're called flesh pounders. Use a lot of Christian metal bands, anime guy? Huh.
And then let's see the patriarch. Then there's the patriarch, which is the Campbell mutated.
Wait, the zombies are in mech suits now? They got like power suits? Okay.
Let's see.
Like.
Wait, what?
I'm playing on stream.
Oh yeah,
that. Like this guy.
That's Dr. Campbell.
Oh, that's Dr. Campbell? Oh.
No. That's the Nazi scientist, the one with the exoskeleton. Dr. Campbell is the hulking looking one.
Oh, that's Dr. Campbell?
The...
Oh, wow, buddy, you don't look too good.
Yeah, he looks different. And killing this is what he look like in Killing Floor 1.
We got flamethrower. Look at this guy.
And this is him in Killing Floor 2.
Okay, let me see. Oh, that's DMs. I'll just... It's alright, it was real quick. I'll just edit it out. The Patriarch. Ooh, wow. Damn. Doctor, you don't look too good. Doctor! Turn off my pain inhibitors.
And then there's his daughter, which in the first game tried to help to stop him. But in the second game, for some reason, I guess they need like a female boss. They're like, she tried to stop us. She started experimenting with her genetic engineering. And experimenting herself and went insane. I'm like, what?
Alright.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna have to take the stream down, actually. I showed DMs. I'm gonna have to edit the DMs out. And now continue?
Yeah. You know, Rachel, his daughter. Yeah, she went from this. His daughter went from this.
Huh. Okay.
To chaos spawn.
Let me see. What's she look like now? Ooh. Not too good.
Yeah, she went.
She ain't looking too good.
And to sum up the band's reaction.
Huh. Look at the massacre, my girl. Okay.
Yeah, people think I'm like that.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a fun game. Very fun to play. To play with people. Which I guess is the point. It's mainly a multiplayer game. I think I like Objective. Good skin, but it's a little bit But you gotta buy skins.
Okay.
But at least it's not pay to win.
Hmm. It's
So
not paid to
I
win.
think I like the. So I kind of
Yes.
let's see. I don't remember. It's a fun game. I like the character interactions, like the voice line.
Alright.
Like how I just like how like Tom Banner just talk in like old accent English
Hmm.
all the time. We make our own evil now.
Hmm. Alright.
What alchemy is this?
Hmm. Alright. Any, is that all you guys? Any more thoughts on Killing Floor, though?
Yeah, it's a fun game. I got interested in Killing Floor 3.
There's a
And
third one?
yeah, they announced it. It's
Oh.
not out yet.
Oh, but it's coming out. Okay. Let me see this. Killing Floor 3 coming soon. Huh. Alright.
Oh, sorry. And that's about it.
Hmm. Killing Floor 3 is supposed to come out sometime next year. Depending on how development comes along. Okay. Nice. It's on sale right now? Killing Floor 2?
I think the sale ended.
No, it's not. Yeah, I'm on the Steam page right now. It's not on sale. I think the sale ended. Cause now it's now like $30 on Steam. I mean,
It was like almost
could
like $5.
I could
10
check
bucks.
like real quick. Come here. Is there any deal? Let me see. If there's any cheaper place to buy this game. Killing Floor 2. Here we go. Killing Floor 2. Who's got the cheapest price going on? Game Billets got it for $19. So you can save like $10. Yay! So yeah, you can save like a little over $10 for Killing Floor 2 off of Game Billet. So there we go. Yeah, because other than that, it's like $20.99 on Steam. So. Oh, you bought on the PlayStation Network. Oh, I don't have PlayStation. I guess I could. Alright, I guess I could look this up on PlayStation. Coming forward to PlayStation. No, it's still on sale. It's you got it for 15. Well, that's not the price now. It's telling me I could get it for $17.99, so 18. It's not 15, but it's 18, so there's that. You save 40% though, so there we go. Oh, that's me yawning. Oh boy, excuse me. All right.
Well,
Yes.
no, I just something random. Do you saw that one Mortal Kombat video of that guy just chilling while everybody just fighting in the bar?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Oh, the band name is Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter band. Let me see these guys.
Okay, I got it. The most chill person
Oh, these.
in
Damn.
the most chill person in Mortal Kombat.
Most chill person in Mortal Kombat. Okay. You have PlayStation Plus, so maybe that's why you got for 15. Alright. Oh, you're streaming. Oh. Okay. I guess I could show this. If it's stream pause. What's going on, Comet? You minimize your application. What's going on, man? Comet? Comet, you dare? Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. The most chill NPC in Mortal Kombat. Okay. Press play. That's funny.
It's like, I just like it's like, yeah. It's like just a normal day, another job.
That's funny. It's like fighting in that world is just so commonplace that they just don't care anymore.
Yeah, there's a theory going around that he remember all the timelines.
He remembers all the timelines. Wow.
He just like I'm just with BS. Nothing phases me anymore.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Okay, so, well, if Killing Floor 2 interests you, it's on sale on the PlayStation, and then there's also Game Billet, but otherwise you pay like $30 on Steam. So, there we go.
Sodomy!
Nick, you came as soon as we were fucking ending.
I just got home.
Oh.
Oh, how was it? How was your day?
All right. Sodomy!
You know what goes with sodomy? There we go.
Bitch.
Thank you, Nick. You came as soon as we were fucking ending, man.
Yeah, I figured.
Alright.
Or he came he came at the right time.
He came at the right time. Alright. Also, Nick, after the stream, I'm not gonna hang out too much long afterwards either. I had a long day. Alright. Yes, Chelsea, sodomy is indeed a word. So, with that said, then we're gonna call it here. I actually have to take this stream privated and edit it because I accidentally showed DMs. So I gotta so I gotta edit the DM stuff, showing the DM part out when I put it on YouTube. So there is that. But other than that, we could call it here. You missed me talking about Godzilla, man. What the hell? We were talking about Godzilla, and you weren't here.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Oh. Alright. Well, in that case, we're gonna call it here. Thanks for the stream, Chelsea. No problem. Alright. Tomorrow is Sunday, which means it is another Sonic Sunday. It's time for Silver the Hedgehog! Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No use. It's no use.
It's no use! Alright. So, with that said then, thank you everyone who came. And we will see you all next time. You know what? Fuck it. One last time to end it off. Might as well.
Right.
There we go.
Where is that from, by the way?
The Discord soundboard. In VC, if you go to like
Sodomy!
No. Where that clip came from?
Oh.
On the Book of Evil.
Yeah.
Sodomy!
Okay. Good night, guys.